Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. In previous geography books, surely all of us have been fascinated by the image of the vast, majestic taiga forests in Russia. The wonderful beauty of this forest, with tall pine trees stretching to the horizon, really makes us stunned. But when we explore deeper, we realize that taiga is not only owned by Russia. These forests also exist in many other places, and behind their mysterious beauty is a natural world full of wonders, as well as harsh challenges that not everyone is strong enough to overcome. The taiga forest is not only beautiful but also full of mystery. Every step into it, we seem to be lost in a wild world, where nature exists strongly and resiliently. The cold winds, the snow covering the sky and earth, the wild animals living in harsh living conditions, all contribute to creating an ecological environment full of strength but also full of challenges, where only those who are truly resilient can survive. With its magical and majestic beauty, the taiga forests are not only the pride of nature but also a great challenge for those who want to explore and survive in this harsh environment.
Taiga is not just a forest, but a special biome, a unique ecosystem with a strong vitality. Although we often think of taiga forests in Russia, in fact, this area is vast and present in many other places on the planet. Taiga covers most of the northern regions of the Earth, from Alaska, Canada, Sweden, Finland, Norway, to areas in northern China, Mongolia, and a small part of the Scottish Highlands. Of course, we cannot fail to mention Russia, where taiga stretches across territories, occupying a huge area. The area of taiga forests in Russia is the largest in the world, up to about 12 million square kilometers, a huge number that is difficult for any forest in the world to compare. To put this into perspective, this area is equivalent to the area of China and India combined. In fact, the area of taiga forests in Russia is much larger than the area of the Amazon forest in South America. Not only in Russia, if we calculate the total area of taiga biome globally, it accounts for about 30% of the world's forest area, an extremely impressive number. Canada is also a country that owns a large part of taiga forest area. In fact, Canada's forests account for about 9% of the world's forest area. And of that, up to 77% is taiga forest. Taiga forest is one of the most important ecosystems in this country. Taiga forest in Canada has two main types: closed forest with tall trees growing close together, covering the ground with a dense canopy, and open taiga forest with sparser vegetation, but still retaining the wild, immense beauty.
One of the characteristics of the taiga forest is the lichen forests, where the trees grow sparsely, not densely like other forests. The landscape here has a wild and mysterious beauty, especially in the northern regions of Russia, where the climate and natural conditions are somewhat harsher. This is the factor that creates a clear difference between the taiga and other forests in the world. When mentioning the taiga forest, the first thing to mention is the extremely harsh temperature. With a typical continental climate, the taiga is a biome with the largest temperature change between winter and summer. Winter lasts from 5 to 6 months, with temperatures that can drop to -50 degrees Celsius, making this area one of the coldest places on Earth. Meanwhile, summer only lasts about 50 to 100 days, with average temperatures ranging from -7 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Even in the summer, the humid air and sudden rains make the taiga an unpredictable place. Due to the harsh climate, very few people can live in this biome. However, in the Siberian region of Russia, where most of the taiga is concentrated, there are still a few people living, mainly in small communities, living in remote, isolated areas. If you imagine that only Santa Claus can survive in such cold, you are not entirely wrong. It's just a funny story. Despite the harsh living conditions, in the summer, when the sky is blue and the temperature is warm, the taiga becomes an attractive destination for those who love to explore nature. Although not always easy to access, lucky visitors can visit the taiga in the summer, when the snow melts and the rain begins to appear, making the landscape here special. This is also the ideal time to participate in tourist activities such as skiing, ice climbing, or even ice fishing, extremely interesting experiences that can only be found in this land. In winter, when the taiga is covered with white snow, snowmobile tours are also organized quite often. Adventurers and nature lovers can join journeys deep into the forest to admire the majestic beauty of one of the harshest wild ecosystems in the world. But not everyone is lucky or healthy enough to enjoy these things, because the living environment here can challenge even experienced people. When you enter the taiga, the first thing that strikes you is the coniferous trees, the giants among the snowy forests. Whether in Scandinavia, Alaska, or any other taiga region, you can find coniferous forests covered in snow, with a cone-like shape that allows snow to fall easily without breaking the branches.
This is a great adaptation to the harsh climate, as the special shape of the trees prevents too much snow from accumulating on the branches, while the needles and bark reduce water loss during the cold winter. The majority of coniferous trees here are pine, spruce, and blue fir, which are excellently adapted to cold conditions. These trees have a thin soil layer and can withstand the harsh winter conditions thanks to their ability to change their biology and chemistry with the seasons. These trees also have a remarkable feature: they do not change their leaves with the seasons, and their ability to photosynthesize is maintained even in the cold months. Therefore, they can absorb maximum sunlight even in the winter when there is little light. The dark green color of the leaves also helps them minimize water loss due to transpiration. These coniferous trees not only appear in taiga forests but are also familiar images during the Christmas season, especially pine and spruce trees. Although in Vietnam, they are not common. Besides coniferous trees, some flowering trees also find a place in taiga forests. Typically birch or poplar, grasses, mosses and lichens also thrive in areas with wet soil, creating cool green patches on the snow-covered ground. Although the flora here is quite rich, not all species can survive the harsh weather. To survive in the cold environment and extreme temperature changes, plants and animals in taiga must have extremely special adaptations. In terms of animals, the taiga is home to cold weather species such as foxes, bears, wolves, weasels, reindeer, and moose. These animals are known for their incredible ability to withstand the cold. Not only do they look beautiful in photos and movies, but their survival in this harsh environment is also a feat. To survive, many species have thick layers of fat to protect their bodies from the bitter cold, while some birds have thick, warm fur to help them survive the long winter days. Large animals such as the Siberian tiger even have large paws, which help them move easily through the deep snow, searching for food in a challenging environment.
During the harsh winter months, when the taiga is cold, many animals must adapt to survive. Some migrate to warmer areas, while others hibernate to wait for summer to return. Large carnivores like bears spend the summer hunting, building up energy, and then hibernating when the cold weather sets in. Animals like squirrels and hares dig underground burrows to shelter from the cold winds. Others, like rabbits, grow thick coats of fur to keep them warm during the cold winter. Among the wildlife that characterizes the taiga, there are many rare and notable species. Reindeer, North American polar bears, wolverines, and Siberian tigers are some of the most well-known. But the largest species in this biome is the bison. Surprisingly, despite the harsh climate, the taiga is home to many species of birds, many of which migrate in the winter to warmer regions. However, in the winter, most birds will move out of the area to avoid the cold and harsh living conditions. The diet of carnivores is often limited in the winter, so birds of prey such as owls, eagles, and small carnivores such as foxes and weasels often hunt rodents. Larger carnivores such as lynx and wolves will hunt larger prey, such as deer or reindeer. Although there are many predators in the taiga, all are powerful and dangerous wild creatures. One of the most unique natural phenomena of the taiga is the aurora borealis. This is a fascinating phenomenon in which arcs of light create brilliant streaks of light in the night sky. Auroras usually appear in the northern hemisphere, called the northern lights, and in the southern hemisphere, the aurora borealis. This shimmering band of light can create mysterious color displays, from blue to red mixed with purple, making any visitor feel fascinated when looking at it. You can admire the aurora in many places such as Alaska, Iceland, or Norway. Especially Norway is one of the ideal places to observe the most beautiful aurora. From mid-September to the end of March, the image of coniferous trees, covered in white snow, standing still under the sky full of aurora light is a magical, impressive picture of the taiga forest. However, behind those amazing phenomena, we cannot help but mention another phenomenon that is becoming more and more obvious in the taiga forest: climate change. The temperature is getting warmer. The change in climate is affecting all ecosystems here, changing the way animals, plants, and natural landscapes exist.
The current rise in Earth's temperature is not only a serious environmental problem, but also a major threat to the taiga forests. The dense soil here is filled with peat and permafrost, the planet's giant carbon stores. When the snow and ice begin to melt due to rising temperatures, the greenhouse gases trapped in the ice will be released into the atmosphere, increasing the greenhouse effect and causing the Earth to warm rapidly. If this continues, the taiga will lose one of its most important roles: carbon storage. In fact, the taiga has a greater carbon storage capacity than tropical and temperate forests combined. Temperature changes will not only increase CO2 emissions, but can also change the entire landscape of these forests. Without snow and ice, the taiga could turn into vast grasslands instead of vast forests. And of course, the flora and fauna here would also face huge changes. Even when temperatures rise, the taiga forests will face another risk that few people think of: forest fires. This seems impossible for a cold ecosystem, but this phenomenon is becoming more and more common in the context of climate change. In addition, it is impossible not to mention the impact of humans. Logging and using taiga forests for economic development purposes is also a worrying factor. By 2021, only about 12% of the taiga forest area was preserved, while more than 30% of the forest area had been converted into logging areas or serving other industries. Russia is the country that exploits the taiga forest the most, with many illegal logging cases, causing serious consequences for the environment. This makes many experts worry about the decline of this ecosystem, a special and irreplaceable biome on the planet. The taiga forest is not only a magical ecosystem, but also home to many unique animals and plants, along with mysterious natural phenomena such as the aurora. However, if humans do not have effective protection measures, these forests may be completely exploited, no different from other tropical or temperate forests in the world. Through this video, I hope you have a clearer view of the taiga forest, an extremely valuable and mysterious ecosystem. Thank you for watching today's video on the 5 Minutes of Discovery channel. If you find this content interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share your opinion. And now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.